5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's okay. So this game the timing method is the numbers might change color because I never reset the live split. So it's gonna be like, you didn't beat 59 minutes. What are you doing? You must casually beat the game 11 minutes faster than the world record. Yeah. So
Casually.
as you saw in the last room, everything was kind of just deloaded. That's a like fun developer oversight called map glitch. This is a big reason why we play on the JP version. Also, you'll see me jump at the start of like each room. That's the save a frame and movement. You can get stuck in that sign there and perform what we call a Makori slash, which stands for boner in Japanese. It's pretty awesome. And essentially what happens is you go flying across the screen and it rolls deep as fuck. Oh yeah! And you see me walking in the wall a lot too. That's another just little movement tech here we got called edge walking, and it pushes Goemon forward faster. There's gonna be a lot of crazy glitching coming up, so yeah, I'll try to dive into it more as I go along. But right now we need to spend some time here just picking up these pots because we need to collect Ryu for the rest of the game. There's a few items we need to buy to beat the game, as well as being able to just throw the Ryu. The Ryu is like Goemon's secondary weapon. If you ever played any of the Goemon games before, he likes to throw coins and make it rain everywhere. Ball out, baby! Woo!
Imagine Goemon at the strip club.
Huh?
Imagine Goemon at the strip club.
Oh yeah, he'd be making it rain all day. Actually, there's a really funny like ad from like the 90s or whatever. It's like an American ad, and it's like Goemon's head, and he's under a hot tub with a bunch of babes. It's like they know what's up or something like that. I don't know. It's funny ad.
Oh, I remember that ad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's great.
yeah.
Yeah, we want to try to like basically hit the pots in a way where we can just jump into the coins. So we'll try to jump into the attack here with the pipe a little bit early, and that cancels out the animation. If you attack on the ground, then Goemon won't be able to like move. So you try to like just time the jumps here, which I'm not doing so great at, unfortunately. But and another thing that I was gonna point out is you'll notice I see up at the start of each room. That's essentially just to kind of control the camera much easier. It like follows Goemon better. Otherwise the camera kind of lags behind and gets stuck behind everything. You can't really see what's going on as well. So it just makes it much more consistent for movement in this room. Yeah, we want to get roughly 900, 1,000 coins. But this should be fine too, because I think I missed 4 coins, so it's like 1 pot. I missed 3 coins again. Okay. So hopefully we get lucky, get a few drops here like that. These enemies can at random drop coins or food. What? Goemon's just doing a little pull-up there for us. I like to spin Goemon around for some swag. We gotta kill all room here. Also, with getting into the sign and coming over here, it's part of a much bigger skip that I'm gonna explain a little bit more down the line. Go, Hito. Right.
What?
Lucas hit at go. So I said, go, Hito. Okay, so I hit this guy over here. That's kind of cool. That happens sometimes. He can drop a coin if we're really lucky. She did not. There's another skip too that's very, very difficult, and I don't think I've never done it actually for some reason. But basically, if we hit these two, I felt like that one should have worked, but if we hit those two tiles at the same exact frame, then we end up skipping the animation of the key. The key just spawns and we can instantly grab it. I think it's possible in this room as well, but probably a lot harder actually. Just because of nature. We can take the pipe out and fucking lay that pipe down like a badass and kill all these guys. That's my form of Wang swag. Except it's essential swag. Another thing to note is the soundtrack in this game is possibly the best soundtrack on any video game ever. It's really, really good.
It's pretty good. That's pretty good.
So I was really cheap there, and I threw one coin and did a slash with the chain pipe, or not the chain pipe, with the pipe. And that's actually extremely risky, because you can very easily fall, but with a really good hover, you can just get across those gaps with one coin. I don't know, I felt like trying it and showing it off. What? Get stuck. Also, it definitely helps conserve coins. If you're gonna do the old route, which is technically the optimal route, because it saves a little bit of time, you just need to get really lucky because you need coin drops for it to work properly. That tech is actually pretty useful to conserve coins. You could also like not throw Ryu here. If you throw Ryu at the right time, it'll interrupt the fall in the water. I kind of have a bad camera angle here. So in the Japanese version, we can do a anti-air to get out of the water and push ourselves up on the ledge. Okay, and by baiting the bullet, which I basically did what they call setup lists, is you can wait one cycle for him to shoot the bullet and then jump to bait the bullet, or you can just preemptively jump at the time the bullet's gonna come out, and it'll lead the bullet into Goemon's ass. And if you do a anti-grav out of the water into the bullet and like kind of push yourself into the corner, you'll be able to get up there on the ledge, and that completely skips the chain pipe. So that in combination with getting into the sign and getting across and hovering across the gaps, we don't need the chain pipe at all. Otherwise you'd need the chain pipe, and you can hit those blocks with the manjis on them. I didn't need to throw a coin here. So I'm gonna go for another trick called Baron Skip. Hopefully we get it. We did not get it. That's unfortunate. A little worried about that. It was slow. I was gonna not talk so I could do it, but I guess I should have just done that. I have a... Commentating and playing this game is not the easiest. Hello, Goemon? So if you wait there for a little bit, if you miss Baron Skip and you wait a little bit, it'll fix the camera for you. Otherwise, the camera will continue to go all berserk like that, and it makes it like impossible to navigate away. Also, the camera will like infinitely zoom out to the point where you can't see anything on the game at all, and it's might soft lock. I don't know if the camera ever comes back. So knowing that is actually essential if you don't want to lose your run entirely. Okay, so I'll try to talk about this a little bit later in attempt to hopefully not lose too much time. I think I missed the cycle skip. Oh no, okay, I got it. So yeah, I'll discuss this a little bit more in a bit, but essentially you'll see me try to hit him while he's still flashing here. If you see the chips fall off of his face, that means he's taking damage. So you can kind of hit him early, and you want to try to like spin around him and hit him like that so that you skip this animation. Otherwise he'll do another circle around like that. What's going on? I'm gonna go for some actual swag here called Moon Jump. My mouse is dead. Okay. Oh, I didn't get it. But if you grab the moon and jump on the same frame, you can jump in the air while you're grabbing the moon. It's like one of the few pieces, one of the few bits of swag in this run. It's kind of cool. So this pace sucks. So hopefully this next bit coming up here is good, because we got like probably one of the hardest tricks in any speedrun that I know coming up. Oh shit! I'm just saying no over and over again. That's not good. Well, I'm wasting more time because I'm not paying attention. I've never done that before. The probably just cost me like 15-20 seconds. Horrible. Yeah, so this game does not run in 60 FPS. Instead, it runs in like 30 FPS. So every like time I start losing frames, it's really like I'm losing seconds. It's pretty bad. Another thing to note, when you're map glitching in this game, you want to know exactly what rooms you're map glitching in, like this one. Because if you don't, you will soft lock. And that's it. Sometimes you map glitch, sometimes you soft lock the game. That's the map glitch thingy. Can't even use my mouse.
Go, Colin, go.
So you'll see me abuse some Ryu hovers, like all about the run. Right here, we can kind of just use some Ryu to cut this corner. It's not like a major time save or anything, but it's nice. Pretty good.
You know what else is very good?
Is that it?
Beats, baby.
Oh yeah.
You got what?
Pizza.
P-I-Z-Z-A.
I'm so fucking jealous. Lucas, make us pizza. He says we don't have it.
You gotta get the dough and the sauce and some pepperonis. What kind of pizza is it actually? That's a good question.
It's amazing pizza.
Alright,
I guess you can't, since you moved, you can't get that pizza you had in the pizza eating contest at the time.
So little thing to note there is, I don't like, I think like Claude has like a spreadsheet maybe or something. So you can jump on these slopes too. Sometimes you get bad rolls though, and you'll just get. Okay, so I had like one frame there to jump. Yeah, I just tried to do it anyway so I could show it off, but it's not working. But sometimes randomly you'll have a few frames to press jump, and then you can actually jump off on the slopes. Another thing is when there's a little incline like this one right there, you can do small hops, and I think it pushes you forward a few frames. Yeah, where's your 6 meat trio pizzas?
Lucas. Pizza.
So yeah, when you have like a little slope like that, you want to just kind of do little tiny short hops. Another thing that we didn't see, fortunately, is sometimes Goemon will just do a little animation on the ground, like as if he's staggered because it was a big hop. It can pretty much happen at any time at random, and it really sucks. So if you're trying to go for a PB or something, it can actually cost you like a whole second or something to get the landing animation, so it's pretty shitty. Now we get Secret Agent Yai. Normally don't get her a little bit later. But since we were able to beat Oedo with swiftness, that's so easy. So free. She's gonna tell us some stuff. Blah 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 blah. Get ready to lose your run is basically what she's saying. And Abisu is like, yes. And now on to Zazen. So we'll actually come back here again later. But basically we just want to get the hell out of this town like ASAP. And the hardest skip in the game. That I got immediately first try. Holy cow. Alright. So basically what's going on there, this run no longer sucks that much anymore. It actually PB with this even. But basically what's going on there is you are going at a very specific angle and you want to grab the ladder from behind the ladder, and that causes Goemon to grab the ladder from behind. So you'll be holding like ESS, like so basically what you're doing is like you're going kind of like down right. Okay, actually, I can't even think of like a good way to describe it. You want to hold down right notch, and then immediately the next frame you're gonna hold. So this is all like frame after frame. You want to go down right to down left notch, and when you hold down left notch, Goemon will zip up the ladder, and you have one frame after holding down left notch when Goemon zipping up the ladder to then go neutral stick and also press slash on the same frame. And that will allow him to Makori slash to the other side. If you have a good angle, he'll be in the wall there. And then you can jump up and go behind Benkai. If you have a bad angle, I'm gonna switch controllers. You'll either get voided out from behind the wall, or you'll end up in Benkai's text. Yeah, that's pretty sick. Like, honestly, you could never really expect that. A lot of runs die to that trick because it is extremely hard. Oh, shit.
It is. I remember I tried to learn it for like 4 hours and didn't get it once.
It usually takes people a very long time to learn that trick. We have so many balls! Oh my god. Ah! So falling off the dragon, very bad. Balls in your face, very bad. Sorry, RPG, they suck. Oh wait, I'm pausing the game way early. Uh-oh, that's losing time. This is not gonna work because this dragon's gonna hit me. I got it! Okay, so that's like one of the biggest tech skips in the game. I'm really happy I got that for the marathon because that's awesome.
Oh yeah.
But essentially, this guy gives you a massive conversation. You have to like talk to everybody with him, and then you can fight the top, and it changes the music. But because we skipped it, you don't have any of that shit happen. It saves a shit ton of time. It's like 20 or 30 seconds or something. It's ridiculous. And it's one of the hardest tech skips in the game because rather than having a, like, just a plain visual cue, you have to walk into the trigger, and also you have, like, balls coming at your face and stuff like that. So you can get hit, and if there's a lot of enemies on screen, it produces a massive amount of lag, and it really sucks. So just want to point that for this fight, you see me going back like OD to be like kind of cautious, and the reason is because if you get hit during this fight, it's like extremely scary and fatal because you start to lag all over the place, and you can't really control Goemon teleporting. He like just teleports everywhere, and if you fall off the dragon, then you have to go all the way back up the dragon again and start the fight over. It's a really, really, really bad time loss. You need to take balls to the face a bit better. You don't want to take any balls to the face because it just loses time and it sucks.
Well, if you're gonna lose time, better be having balls in your face.
No, you don't want any balls in your face. You don't want to lose time. You don't want balls in your face. I'm gonna crush those balls.
Oh yeah. Step on the balls.
Yeah. Yeah, smack those balls with your pipe. Lay the pipe down on those balls. Is that better, RPG? Better wording? So yeah, the dragon is gonna talk to us for a bit. And then basically become our dragon slave. Or are we playing FF7? You're gonna take balls to the face in that game, dude. Trying to think now. You might take balls to the face in FF7. I mean, you are Cloud after all, so. So Dragon gives us the flute, which allows us to warp everywhere. It's an essential item. And then there's a pretty rough Macquarie slash here that you could go for that saves like a minuscule amount of time. Which normally I actually would go for it, and I have like a video on how to set it up. It's just, it's been so long I don't really even remember the setup or the frame, so I'm just not gonna go for it. It has a pretty big chance of void out. But with this visual cue that I came up with and a specific notch on your controller and a way of walking into it from that notch, you can usually get it without voiding out. Where all that is and how it's performed, I can't tell you because I don't remember. Another thing, you want to like try to do these short hops up the steps here so that you can just fly up them like this. Flying in the air. Yeah, I forgot they smashed Don Corneo. I actually forgot about that for a second. Soon they'll just completely skip Wall Market, I bet. Soon enough. So yeah, we want to switch to green-haired waifu. There's a small tech here where I think I actually missed it because I tried to menu early. But basically we need to go get a trigger in another village, and I usually do that because it saves one map menu. So it's like the most minuscule amount of time save ever, but typically, I'm like the only person that ever does that, so it's not even like a huge deal. And I kind of do it at this point now, mostly because of force of habit. I've tried to go back to doing it the other way, although it really doesn't even matter because the way I do it is technically optimal. But it's like a super duper minor time save. Since it doesn't even take like a quarter of a second or so to menu, most likely. I couldn't tell you exactly. So there's a little tiny tech here. We can, also you saw me map glitch for like a split second there. That's because it manipulates those platforms. And if we hit the wall, if we stand against the wall, turn around, and let go of map glitch in the right spot behind the ladder, we can zip up from the ladder. But I just messed it up, unfortunately. So I'm gonna try to hover over this. I'm gonna be quiet so I don't fall. Yeah, and we just save some cycles by doing that. You don't have to take that all the way around. So you got a Rollin deep Macquarie slash here now. This one saves like a super minuscule amount of time, but it's very cool and so easy. We want to have Yai out anyways for this, so. My heart's starting to pound because I just tried to run here earlier and I kept falling down the mountain, and then I try to change my angle, and I avoid it out. So hopefully none of that happens. We'll get the first try, and continue to be on a good pace. This pace is actually really fire. This is a sub 120 pace for sure. Let's fucking go. We got the weapon swap. So regardless of how good this pace is, there is a chance that this run can actually completely die in all of its entirety. 150, 69%, just dead. And that would have been one of the good reasons to go to the trigger first, because if the game, I'm just gonna go on and explain it now. The game can soft lock going to get this next ability, which is essential, and this is a big reason why I like doing this new route, is because we get this out of the way early. It only saves a little bit of, like, it only saves a few seconds over the old route, but it gets this potential soft lock out of the way early. And this soft lock can just happen for absolutely no explainable reason. Like, we have no idea why it happens. It just happens sometimes. So hopefully that does not happen. I haven't had it happen in a while, so I was kind of expecting it to happen here. We have one more McCory Slash coming up. I'm returning. One more text box. Yeah, I slid, which put me in a bad position. I hate that. I'm so bad. I can't believe I just did that. Whatever. I probably just lost all the time that slash saved, but this is actually still a good pace. That was pretty rough. I'd actually... My heart is raging inside. I'm just gonna treat this like a PB attempt. Try to play out of my mind, baby. Woo! But yeah, that kind of sucks. That was a big time loss because the McCory Slash doesn't save that much, unfortunately. So you want to hold map glitch here again to deload this giant ass rock here, or whatever, or maybe it just reduces lag. I don't know, something like that. And we'll be saving a bunch of time here in lag by holding map glitch again. And we're on our way to go get Mermaid Eye. Yeah, that trigger there was part of the reason why we needed a shit ton of Ryu for this route. We got a little bit of easy tech. I wouldn't even really call it actually is speed tech, because you can get a faster time here by holding A and just mashing like the D-pad, and it makes Yai move really fast. Otherwise you can just mash A, which is slow. And we didn't soft lock, so that's really good. Now you want a flute. Her hair is pretty fresh and conditioned in the mountain. Aw, yeah. She's a mountain babe. I mean, her hair is green, so... all about that green stuff, baby. Woo!
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna have to... Sorry. I'm gonna have to replace my batteries after this run so I can move everything around in OBS. And my mouse.
Oh, you have it wireless?
Yeah. So I guess this is maybe arguably the second most difficult skip in the game here, coming up. Because it's a 2-framer, essentially. If we can hit 2 frame perfect inputs, so McCory Slash and then a clip with the Mermaid Slide afterwards, we can skip this button in this next room. So I'm gonna go for it. I didn't hit the McCory Slash because I mashed B like early as fuck. Damn it. I actually don't normally miss that too, so that kind of sucks. So this is the half-stepping intended way when you don't hit the Macquarie Slash. Just gotta go over here and swim to the button. But basically, if you hit that Macquarie Slash, it'll send you flying into the water, and you can change into Yai, and you use your momentum with her to clip through the wall, and then you can just go behind the door there and hit the loading zone. And it's actually kind of a big time save. It saves like 8 seconds, roughly. So it's pretty, if you're trying to go for PB attempts, you definitely want to hit it. But a lot of runners won't even go for it because of the 2-frame stuff. So this trick is maybe relatively new, I guess, in terms of the game's history. This is what makes the new route possible, is that we can clip into here with Mermaid Yai and like that. Okay, I'm glad that I got that first try, because I have been getting it first try a lot, and I actually missed it earlier when I was practicing. This is one of the scarier segments for me, so I'm just gonna not talk too much. But I need to get this Ryu and then go across these chopsticks, and actually I would argue this is the hardest part of the game, since it's very technical and it's all platforming. Just solid platforming. SM64 status. My heart is pounding. I took a dip in the food bowl and it changed my angle, so it was really scary. I had to like adjust on the fly. Okay, alright. Just one more chop to go. I wish I didn't look at the time. I really wish I didn't look at the time. This is like 1:15 pace.
The time is 3:16 p.m.
I'm like 3 or 4 minutes ahead of my PB with a massive minute time save at the end. I fell off the chop. Fell off the chop.
Well, hopefully this will help calm me down.
This is really unfortunate. I'm just gonna fall the food bowl again, maybe? I'm gonna move slow and lose some time so I don't lose the run. Hopefully. Yeah, so this is pretty big time loss, but it's fine. This is still really good pace. I'm actually still over 2 minutes ahead of my PB right now. Alright, so there's 4 tech skips here that we can get. I've only ever hit all 4 of them once in a run. I missed the first one. So that's okay. This first one, we actually have to hit a Macquarie Slash afterwards to save time with it, but it does save a good bit of time. So it's kind of a 2-parter as well. Alright, I think we got that one. That's good. Yep. So that's one of the tech skips. Yeah, falling on the last chop kind of sucks, but this is still super solid, so I couldn't be more happy with the marathon run, honestly. Yes, and we got the second, or the third, rather, tech skip. I really couldn't be more happy, especially after how Oedo went so badly. And brought this run out of the gutter. Nice, I think we got that. No, it was a frame early. Damn. That's unfortunate, but I think that's like saves the least time out of all of the tech skips there. Okay, so we got an impact section, which is basically just an auto scroller with big robot. And then after that we have an impact fight, which I'm also extremely nervous about because I've been messing it up really badly, so I'm gonna try really hard to focus and listen and count, and basically I'm not gonna say a single word during the fight. Which is fine, because yeah, we want a good run anyways. I will mention, so during these auto-scroller sections here, we can actually hold forward, which makes impact move faster. So you want to be holding forward the entirety of these sections. Another thing that I meant to mention is when I was holding that glitch in that big room where I fell to the slope jumps a bunch of times right before Benkai skip, there is a trigger for another impact fight, the first impact fight, but with map glitch we can just completely skip that, so. It is essential that you do not let go of map glitch during that room until the very end. Also reduces a bunch of lag. Alright, deep breaths. So we can grab this guy early. He's gonna submerge at the start. I'm gonna try to grab him early and then just combo the shit out of him. Right. I'm so nervous.
Breathe.
Fucking love Jackie.
2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi. Yes!
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Laser just a little bit late, but that's fine. That was perfect! Oh, and I'm still over 2 minutes ahead of my PB. My fucking heart is gonna explode. Why is this happening? I'll be ecstatic if I get sub 120 during the marathon, though. So we want to hold map glitch here, because if you get the very first tech skip in that sequence, woo! If you get the, and this is why I like to do this part first, because normally I just forget about it, because I've already done it. But, oh yeah, I'm not that far ahead of my PB. I forgot I didn't do this yet. God damn it, I hate this game. I have no idea where I am pace-wise, because I have to do this still. Alright, all my anxiety lifted. Whew. Alright, freedom at last. I can most likely still PB though. We'll find out at the end, I guess. But, yeah, so we need to come over here and talk to this old guy in the middle of fucking nowhere, as it's a trigger for what we need to do next. And, it's fine because we want to come over here for warp location later anyways. You can jump off the ladder there and jump onto the ground to save a little bit, like, minuscule ass amount of time, but didn't get it there, unfortunately. And right there is a trick called time stop. Basically, by playing the flute and also canceling the flute as we're grabbing the ladder, it just completely stops time. So those platforms on the bridge, random platforms on the bridge there will collapse, and it's a fucking massive pain in the ass trying to get across without time stop. And it also just prevents a shit ton of lag, so it's really nice. Got the weapon swap there as well. Very good. The eye's holding it down for this run right now. And we want to go left too.
Don't go right, go left.
I'm just stating what I'm doing because the menuing is extremely fast and you can't really see what the fuck is going on otherwise. So this is still pretty good pace. 41. It's definitely like a minute behind what I'd like, but it's fine. I'd like to be at like 40 minutes going into this. This is still really good though. This means this is like almost a PB attempt for me in terms of pace. Although I would have just reset after 080, to be honest. Benkai skip helped this run out a lot. I was kind of worried about that because this, as I mentioned earlier in DK64, that stick is really, really shot, and I kind of need to switch it out, but I just kind of wanted to wing it and see. So we gotta talk to this lady. Normally, for Benkai, to get past him, we'd actually have to come over to her sooner, and she'd ask us to get a bunch of fish, and that'd allow us to pass. Get map glitch in that one room there to save a little bit in lag, but you don't want to, you gotta make sure you don't map glitch here, otherwise you soft lock. Okay, so you can skip that tiny bit of animation of him climbing the top of the ladder there, but I just messed it up like 3 times, so I didn't go for it again. Yeah, I actually lost a run that was like ahead of PB a few days ago because I map glitched in that room by accident. I was like, I might have let go in time. And here we got to do the mini Ebi training sequence, which will allow Ebi to go mini Ibisu, which completely breaks the game open. You'll see in a little bit. Hopefully this goes well. Sometimes you can get trolled like I almost just did there with RNG and things will just drop right on you. I want to get that candy, but I'm gonna run for it. It's over there on the right. Shit. I'm gonna miss the candy. Yeah. So I ended up missing a candy anyways because I couldn't find it. It was over here on the right side. Yeah, so I'm losing time here because of bad RNG, as I was just talking about. I think it's on the right side. I'm just gonna fucking risk it. I'm glad I did. I didn't want to lose any more time. That cost me a little over 6 seconds because of that. Which kind of sucks, but better than dying there, I guess. But yeah, both the candies can drop anywhere on that map, and the dolls can also drop anywhere on the map. So sometimes you'll spawn in with the doll on you, and then the dolls will just spawn on you another 2 times and kill you. And it's completely not your fault, and there's nothing that you can do about it, but it really sucks. So now we're gonna go get the cucumber. This is the other reason we needed to get Ryu, and why I grinded a little bit out when I was in the gourmet sub. And that's an Ebi slide. By jumping after transforming, pressing up on one for 1 frame, or any direction on the control stick for 1 frame, and then going neutral, and then on the next frame after the neutral stick input, you see up, you can slide as you're transforming, and it allows Ebisu to clip through stuff. So he's kind of like the fucking hero of this run. Okay, I got this first try a little while ago in the run that I was doing, so I expect, yeah, that's actually still really good, because otherwise you have to run all the way around and go in by going all the way to the right and then coming back around, and you wouldn't think that slide is that important, but that slide actually saves, like, I think 16 seconds or something, or 17 seconds. It's a lot of time, and that is the whole reason that we do this new route, basically, is because of that slide. And in my opinion, that is like the hardest slide in the game, so it's really nice that it didn't kill us. Okay, so because of the sequence of things that we're doing, we actually have to slide into that door to open it, because it's not unlocked for us. Okay, I missed this Macquarie Slash. This might be one of the hardest, if not the hardest Macquarie Slash in the run. But that's fine, because we can just come up in here and swim right across into the loading zone. It is pretty scary, because if you're in a bad position, you will, end up getting stuck in that house, and honestly, usually I'm a lot more like YOLO with it, but uh-oh, this is bad. Alright, whatever. But yeah, I actually got stuck in that house earlier, so I was kind of nervous, and I wanted to like play it a little bit safe, so I wasn't really in the right spot. I kind of knew that. Whatever. Uh-oh. I went really far to the right. Or the left, rather. Damn it. Normally that slash will put you right through the houses there, and you can, and you'll end up right by the door. So it's actually really, really big Macquarie Slash. That one saves a lot of time. It's like 8 seconds. What? Why didn't that work? By sliding into this rock here. This one actually saves a lot of time too, if we can get it. Oh my goodness. I've been worried about this too, actually. Not gonna lie. I've been having a hard time sliding into the slope. Okay, there we go. But you want to slide into the slope, and if you slide into a slope while you're de-transforming, it actually puts Abyssio in the state where he just starts to fly. We call it the Ebi fly, or super fly, and it's probably my favorite glitch in the game. And then we can just fly right over here, and then enter the door. Yeah, that kind of sucked though. That was pretty sloppy. I don't know why I've been having a hard time like hitting the corner or the edge of the rock there for some reason lately. It's a little trolly. So you want to hold map glitch here because there's going to be a big rock door here at the end, and this rock door, you're intended to get another character that we completely skip called Sasuke, and with his ability, he gets these bombs, and with his ability we can blow that door up, or we can just hold map glitch and completely skip it. No! No! I was really hoping to get the music cycle, but I'm getting blocked, so it's not happening. Alright, whatever. 3 blocks. So, they like to call that YOLO jump, although it's so free and easy that I don't know why anybody would not go for it, because it is not YOLO at all. It's actually extremely consistent. But the alternative there is to slide across for safety, because if you miss that jump, then you have to like void out to end up back in that room. And it actually sucks really bad, but I'm super duper confident in that jump, so I use a visual cue. And it's not like frame perfect or anything, there's like a few frames you have to work with. But yeah, basically if we do this whole section really quickly, the song will just transition into the third song of this dungeon. And it's probably I think it's my favorite song in the game, actually. So, it's really cool when you get the music cycle skip, but it's not, like, mostly just swag. Although it does mean your run is fast, which is good. So we're gonna miss a cycle here because we had a slow slide, but basically you can get this immediately and then start to flutter, as you're gonna see in a second, by grabbing the ladder out of a sliding off a slope. We can gain like an infinite amount of height, and since there's this platform here at the top to stop us, we can stop ourselves and then go over the corner there, and it's just enough that Abisu will be able to like reach the top and get himself out of that state. Otherwise, you soft lock. Okay, so we're kind of low health. It's a little scary, but whatever. This is Surami Mommy, and she likes to put people in timeout. Hopefully we won't be going there today. She kills a lot of runs. We're gonna try to have to do a crazy slide into the center here so that we can reach her early. Otherwise, it's an auto-scroller. Oh my goodness, let's go! Now, we want to try to basically manipulate her hitbox and get her, or my strat is to manipulate the hitbox. Oh god. Hopefully not take massive amounts of damage. Nice! How many times did I hit her? This might be her last hit. I hope it is. I got knocked down. That's super bad. Oh man, I'm losing mad time now because of this. This is like as bad as it gets. Actually, that's pretty unfortunate. Uh-oh, this is really bad. Okay. That cost us a bunch of time, unfortunately, and the space is actually still really good. That really sucked. That was the last hit. I just needed to hit her. Whew. But I definitely was starting to have a heart attack there for a second, so... There's another tech skip we can get here. Yeah, I almost soft locked. Or, it's not necessarily a soft lock, you can void out, but if you do too much damage to her, you'll actually overflow her damage values, which will cause you to have to... Is that the frame? That was a frame early. Fuck. Which will cause her to not attack or do anything anymore, so you have to reset the fight, and the only way to do that is either reset the console and do it all over again, or to do a slide out of bounds and try to void Ebby out, which can be a big pain in the ass and a massive time loss. That was pretty good though, otherwise. Definitely cost a lot of time to have that happen. I don't know exactly how much, probably like 40 seconds though, so there's... PB for me is most likely dead, but this run can still be really good. For a marathon anyways. I'm always very, very nervous about commentating while playing this game, so... honestly, I couldn't really ask for a better run at this point. Yeah, I have 1 health left. It's so bad, holy shit. Alright, so we're gonna do... This is... Yeah, one last McCory slash here. Hopefully we get it. If you're not used to this one can actually be kind of challenging because you have to do a double slash and hold down, otherwise you will void out. So you want to run into the corner here, and while we're transforming we can set up the camera, then get Ebby in position, do the double slash, and then hold down. And it puts us right here. Then we can do some map glitch slides, which will allow us to reduce the lag, and also it takes away these big evil guys that will pretty much just fuck me in the ass. Okay, we got that slide first try. You can get a slide there at the start first, like, it doesn't need to be first try technically, but you want it to be first try so that you can not waste time on it, because you're pretty much just going out of Mini Abyssu to like move faster, and then other than that it doesn't really do anything for you, so to sit there and waste time trying to get it is bad. First try slide in here, that's really good, so we can skip a ton of rooms by got the cat doll of shame, unfortunately. You want to try to skip that cat doll because it just loses you time. And then now we need to grab the camera. Mom, get the camera. Okay, and we got it first try. I recently, when I came back to this game after not playing it for a very long time, I was doing a D-Rust run and I missed this camera like 8 or 7 times in a row while I was on PB pace, and I was really upset. I was over like 40 seconds ahead of my PB at this point, so I was kind of annoyed. Okay, and then another thing is we need to get rid of that text there actually, so that we can actually collect the camera. Otherwise we won't have the camera in our inventory, and basically it makes the game unbeatable. There's absolutely nothing you can do unless if you could somehow figure out SRM. Nice. Alright, that wasn't too bad. The slides have been pretty decent, which is practically all you could ask for in this game. So we have to do an out of bounds slide here where we can't really see the wall. This one can be pretty challenging, and sometimes I think considered like the hardest slide in the game. It's not too bad though when you're used to it. Lost a little bit of time there, but it's fine. And that skips that whole section below us where you'd have to like go in the water and jump across these platforms and stuff. So this is one of the few, maybe even the only room that we can map glitch in Ghost Toys here. And it allows us to skip this kill all room by just going Mini Ebby and then getting out of Mini Ebby in the room at the exit area. Like, it puts us in the exit. Oh, shit. So that's really bad. Unfortunately, he dropped food into us off screen there, and it kind of sucks because we're trying to set up for a death warp here, and I grabbed the health there early to be extra safe, which I definitely shouldn't have done. but for marathon purposes and because this run kind of sucks, I was like, whatever. So there's some Claude tech here. This room, DJ Bunyan actually figured this out like many years ago, but like Czar and all the other runners were like, they couldn't get it, it's not consistent. But Claude found a consistent setup of lining some visual stuff up like that. We got first try, let's fucking go, dude. And by setting your Abyssu up there and doing a jump with a slash, we can cancel ourselves through the rope and just immediately get on the top there. And in the past, we would have to do a water slide to get onto the platform, but with this tech is now obsolete. I forgot to switch the camera early. Whoops. I think he dropped food, which I kind of wanted to get, but for safety purposes, it's actually better not grab it. I'm just nervous and trying to hold it down for the marathon, honestly, but we also want to try to kind of like get another death warp here. It's not essential, but it is nice. Okay, that's bad. This is bad. No, Abby, no! Massive time loss, massive pain. That's why we don't want to do that slide at all. That's what I should have done the first time. Fuck. So, we will not be doing any more death warps, hopefully, because that means game over, which means, well, that's Goemon! So yeah, hopefully that does not happen. What? That was too far. Okay. So we can map glitch in this room as well. I forgot, this is another room we can map glitch in. It's kind of scary, because you need to be in the very, very far corner here of this doorway to not, I'm gonna do this. To not trigger the door opening, otherwise the game will soft lock. So this is actually technically 1 second faster, I believe. I remember Nairon mentioning it. If you get that slide very quickly, first try, you save 1 second. Even though you have to switch back to Goemon here. Which I think I realized just earlier, thankfully, is you don't want to take this death warp if you do that tech, actually. And I always kind of go for the slide, usually because my health is bad. Shit. Okay, like, that wasn't the worst in the world. I'm actually pretty concerned about that because I've been messing that up like every time for a while now. But for like that not going in completely how we want it to, I was actually pretty good recovery, to be honest. It's very, very, very hard to recover once you mess that room up. So we want to just like not get hit much if we can avoid it so that we don't die. So there's some Claude tech here that I completely forgot, and that's to set the camera up before attempting the slide. Like once you, what the fuck? Once you enter the room, And we still got it. That's really nice. Because that slide only saves 3 seconds. It's very, very minuscule. So you absolutely want to get that slide like first try. Otherwise you're just losing time going for it like an idiot. Because you have to run all the way around the thing. And that's basically all you're skipping, which is why it's like not even really worth it. Unless if you're going for a super top time. Okay, so we can actually get some extra hits on here as Dormammu. His hitbox will become hittable. We can like manipulate him a bit. I was a little worried about that too. Oops, that's a bad hit. Yeah, we can. He's gonna do a jump here, and God. Gonna do a jump here, and we can manipulate him. I had a bad hit. Ah, and I'm not jumping. Jump. Yeah, we can manipulate him to jump in place like that, basically allowing us to have window for a third hit, and I guess we can just lose a cycle. That kind of sucked. I tried to go for it. But yeah, we can hit him 3 times, twice there, and it skips that last cycle. It's like a super small time save, but that's pretty sweet. You have to time your hits really, really well, though. There's also a soft lock here that Bing Chang found, I guess, a while back, where you can like skip this text, and it just soft locks the game. So we'll be fine. I don't really like being this low health, but there's a gold candy or whatever it is that'll actually restore us to full in a little bit. Boo dee boo boo. Also, we can buffer right there and just hit no, which makes this sketchy, honestly, because that basically means if I die, then whole run's gone. Every single thing that I've done, all the progress that I've made and everything, this run is no longer completable. So it would suck, but we're not going to do that because we roll deep. Rolling deep in here. Yeah, that saves a little bit of time, because otherwise the game had to like save itself or whatever. Save the state. Save state. So I want to map glitch in this room yet again so that we can avoid lag. And because we didn't get the first text skip in the gourmet sub, we actually want to map glitch that room as well so that we don't get the impact text. But if we did get the first text skip, we could have taken that impact text to free it and thus giving us the trigger that we need and allowing us to do a McCory slash from the other door to this door, which rolls deep as fuck, but unfortunately we missed it. And we can just go right into that trigger there. So I'll wait for Yai to slide down there a little bit, pushes your guys down as you're transforming. And then we can let go of map glitch here to just zip us up and not have to climb those stairs. Bow. Now that we have all the magical thingies, we can go to the music festival. Normally you'd go and get the Miracle Snow last, I believe. But since we did everything out of sequence, we actually end up doing Ghost Toys, which would have been the first dungeon last. Woo! I was trying to go over here and I almost just did a So previously in the old route, we would do a water slide there, which is slow, so we want to just do a normal heavy slide here. And that allows us to get up on top of here, and we don't have to like slash up there. So it's just better movement wise and saves a bit of time. Now here's a pretty hard trick that we'll try to get. We can flutter across. Yes! And we got it. Nice! And then we fall down. Whatever.
Oh no.
We can actually zip up there as a little backup. It's still pretty slow. I haven't practiced this. The camera, yeah. Also, another thing, as you've probably already noticed, is the camera likes to go fucking berserk in this game sometimes. That was actually bad movement. Trying to move the camera, I couldn't. Slide can be really gross sometimes. It's essential. And we got landing animation, so you guys got to see what landing animation looks like. It's bad. It sucks. You never want it. Bad example. When you're going through that room, you actually want to just walk out onto the fans, and then you're able to make that cycle first try. You don't have to wait for them. Oops. I forgot to flip the stick the first time. So by doing this slide, we can get over here, and I fucked up. Whoops. That's unfortunate. Alright, so that's what I was gonna explain. That's bad. What? I slid out? I've actually never seen that before. Hello, camera. So we want to be stuck over there on the side and not behind the door. And then it allows us to just get up here and skip a ton of stuff. So it's actually unfortunate. I can't even remember the last time I've done that. It's been so long. But I guess it's interesting for the purpose of the marathon, so that I can show it off what happens when you do bad there. And we can completely skip this maze by just sliding through these hedges here. So that's exactly what we're going to do. There's a free skip there that we can do, but it saves time to just slide through the hedge, because you have Big Ebby more. And so I just went for it. Hello? Wow, and that's the last slide in the game. And my slides for this run were fucking amazing. So I really can't be upset. And almost every single slide first try, that's really good. So this is like basically the second to last room here. Hopefully we get a good cycle. Okay, we should get it. Yes. So you can get this cycle here to completely just be able to walk straight across. Woo! Okay. And if you're even slightly slow, then you have to wait for those or do a slide across the gaps. So biggest and most impactful tech skip in the game early, so I should be good to buffer it. No, what? It must have been mashing too slow. Oh, that's big, massive rip. Well, that kind of sucks. This is like the biggest tech skip in the game, so you really, really, really want to get it. Kind of sucks, very late in the run, but... so you see DLC character here in this cutscene. This impact section is actually exceedingly harder than the other one, or the other two even. Because of that. So I guess you can do this whole section without slowing down. I've just never been able to do it without tripping. I need to like figure out the timing of the jumps or something, I guess. Yeah, I went for it. That's what usually gets me. I think you need to like jump on top of the laser rope in order to have enough time to clear the gap. And then that one too is like you didn't even know the laser rope was going to be there. I wonder if it's different each time. I'm not sure. Alright, so Belbera. So we got a quick kill coming up here. It's pretty major. I lost a minute to it in my PB, and I was very upset. You gotta mash like a mofo, so let's go. I missed the peach, that's not good. I missed it again. Okay. Okay, that was really scary. If you're late there, then you will miss the quick kill. Because he'll go into his next like phase. Okay. Alright, so this is the final boss. He can actually give you some bad RNG or good RNG. Depending on what kind of RNG you get, you can either grab him immediately or you have to wait like a tiny bit. And he gave us good RNG, nice. Nice! I did perfectly. I didn't drop a single combo in any impact fight. Let's go! So this should be like a 121. This is amazing. For especially everything considered. That def. Between the def, Tsurami, and Oedo, this would have been a sub 120 PB for me. So I'm actually extremely satisfied because not only am I very nervous doing commentary for this game and playing, but also I really didn't do much D-Rust at all, and I haven't played this game really much at all for like the past like over a year now, so I honestly couldn't be more satisfied with how this run went. The timing stops kind of at a weird time here. It starts right there when it goes to full white. Yeah, that was amazing. I really couldn't have asked for a better marathon run.
Oh yeah, GG Colin.
Hell yeah. The credits roll pretty deep for this game. We're a bit behind right now, so I don't know if I'll let all the credits play, but I'm gonna go to the bathroom really quick, so we'll definitely catch a little bit of the credits. Yeah. Right back. And then I'll throw on some Glover.
これで元の平和な日本に戻るぜ。
ところでゴエモン殿、宇宙にある九州は一体どうするでござるか？
いっけねえ。あそこにはまだおみっちゃんが。
おえ、あれ九州とちゃいますか？あ、本当？多分ダンシンの仕掛けた自爆装置が偶然にもミュージカル上のコントロール装置だけ破壊したのよ。
都合が良すぎるって。
それより早くじいさんとおみっちゃん殿を迎えに行くでござる。
あった、そうだったぜ。
ほな、早速行きまよか。
ちょっと待て、ありゃなんだ？
おへへ、ゴエモンはん、かわいいギャルがいっぱい来ますぜ。
ああ、当然じゃねえか。おいらたちは桃山からこの日本を救ったヒーローだからな。
でもこんなに喜ばれるのって初めてじゃない？
ま、おいらのかっこよさが今になって分かったんじゃねえのか？おうおう、みんな落ち着きなって。
わてのサインの欲しい子は一列に並ぶんですぜ。にょー。ん？ねえ、あの女の子たちの様子、なんか変じゃない？
え？
あんたたち、私たちのダンス様になんてことするのよ！ハーキュー様とランボ様の素敵な歌と踊り！もう、入れなくなっちゃうじゃないの！なふな！
Woo! Oh man, that was exhilarating. Thank you again, everybody, for the GGs. And for watching Rollin Deep Marathon. $4,000 for a steel stick. That's insane. Maybe I should have bought that one for $500 then. That's crazy. $4,500. Only $4,000 more than the other one. I still have faith that one day I'll be able to get a steel stick though. I don't think it's worth $500 even though, honestly. I don't think it's worth $4,000, especially when you can pretty much have them manufactured for yourself for like, probably like $400, $500. Just have one customly made for you. Sup, Blunt?
Rolling.
You gonna do commentary for me?
Sure.
Do you need to go now, or you ready to go?
No. I'm good for the rest of the day.
Okay, so I can.
Yeah, take your time.
I'm just gonna let the credits roll, I guess, because they're almost done already. It took me a lot longer to use Backlash on it.
I was only gonna ask, am I restreaming my own run?
If you want to.
Okay.
I can restream it for you, so that way it's not like you have to switch twice, but if you're up to it, it will be probably better quality, because you don't have Discord Nitro, right?
No.
Yeah, so you could just stream it. I mean, there's 11 viewers right now. I would just switch.
Wait, what I need Discord Nitro for?
Well, because I'm just restreaming it through Discord. We don't have like an RTMP or anything, so.
Oh.
Yeah, I was just using Discord to capture everything.
Gotcha. Alright. Let me...
Blood Bunny.
Blood Bunny.
Joseph.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm so happy. I can't believe how good this run went. I'm so rusty. You have no idea.
On mute.
Oh, God.
I don't know how it went.
Oh, I was popping off. I was extremely nervous. I suck at it's really hard for me to like play this game and commentate. So I was already really nervous, but also like trying to de-rust. I was not having a good time at all. I like had soft locked and like crashed all my runs, and like something horrible happened. But this run I at like minus like 3 things, and then there's the cat doll of shame. Minus 3 things. This would have actually been PB. Probably. All right, so I'm gonna switch.
Who's restreaming after me?
RPG, because it's just like 3 days of RPG.
The RPG show.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's either going to be 3 days or, a week.
It's probably gonna be a week if he's doing Skyward Sword.